Maybe you need to hit rock bottom. Maybe your life falling apart is the best thing that could ever happen to you. Your house gone, the car gone, the job, the image that you try to keep up, the comfort, all gone. Maybe rock bottom is what finally strips you away from the people pleasing, the distractions, and all the noise so you can finally hear you, okay? So you can finally figure out what you want, who you are, what you value, and what kind of life actually is meant for you. Hi, I'm Veronica, but you can call me Ronnie. I am here to give you real, raw support on your healing, mindset, and manifestation journey, okay? Let's get into how losing it all truly saved my life. You might be wondering, why would I need to hit rock bottom? Well, maybe you've been living your life for everyone else but you, okay? Your family, your friends, society's opinion. You're so busy trying to make everybody else proud, trying to be liked, approved, and accepted that you neglected yourself completely. I was there. I self-sabotaged everything that mattered to me. Not because I didn't want success, but because I was still caught up in people pleasing my way through life. Now, let me tell you a story how I hit rock bottom and how everything changed for me. Back in 2021, I sold my home when I made $100K profit. I gave my mom $25,000. I gave my brother $5,000 on top of the commission that he was getting from selling the home for us, okay? Now, at the time, I had just fixed my car, Oscar, and he was running fine. But my brother said, you should get a new car. It'll be better. No, I knew I should never listen to his ass. I knew I should never do that. It really fucking blew me after. I was literally reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it said, getting a new car is a liability. My gut told me no, but I still listened to my fucking brother. I was still in the mode of they know more than me. They know better than me. So I got the car, a 2019 Toyota Camry. I couldn't even get approved on my own. Asked my boyfriend, that didn't work out. Asked my mom, and she said yes. I was so grateful for that. But you know fucking what? That car note was $600. I didn't even have a job. I did not have a job. I listened to my brother because okay, my brother said do Uber Eats. You can make hella money doing Uber Eats. That fucking failed. I didn't make shit. Okay, it was blowing me every single day, going out, wasting my gas, wasting my miles, running out like my tires. It was blowing me. Okay. You know, on top of that, my brother drove my car more than me, okay? His ass ain't put no gas in it. When he brought it back, this shit would be on E. He didn't want to get an oil change, and when I asked him, can he go get me an oil change, he worried about taking a trip with his friend. Fuck the trip. You need to give me my oil change. But you know what? I didn't even say all of that. I walked out because I didn't want to cause more problems. People pleasing. People fucking pleasing. Eventually, I couldn't ignore all the signs anymore. My car got repossessed, and the night before, something told me, take all your shit out of the car. Take everything out of the car. I took every last one of the things I was mine out of the car, except my brother freaking real estate signs. I left them shits in the car. I ain't give a fuck. And if you watch this, I don't give a fuck. But I did that, and the next day, they took my car. I just fucking knew it. This is why you listen to your intuition, because my intuition was so freaking right. My gut was so freaking right. At the same time, my brother told me, quit your job. You can always go back to it later in 3 to 4 months. And he said, take a lash course. You can always make more money doing that. Because he's like, girls really pay top dollar for their beauty, like their self-care. And also at the time, my best friend was doing lashes. He was like, you can take a course from her. She's doing well. Okay. So I did it. I ignored the braiding course that I saw earlier, even though it lit something inside me. My childhood stuff loved doing hair. I always wanted to be a hairstylist, but I ignored all of that. I brushed it off because I didn't want to disappoint anyone. More fucking people pleasing. Like, what the fuck, girl? When the hell you go? I eventually got it together, but when are you gonna get? When is it gonna click? Still missing these signs. Still ignoring your gut. Still ignore. You listened to your gut before, but then you missed this. What is up? I took the $500 course, but when I started doing it, when I started taking models, I fucking hated it. Okay, I truly hated it. It took me more. It took me more than 12 hours to do a classic set, and barely anything stuck on their lashes. Oh my gosh. I just knew it was not for me, okay? But then something aligned. My brother's girlfriend sent me a Snapchat of this girl offering free braids for models, okay? I booked her and she did my hair. But you know what? My scalp was in fucking pain. Like, it was sore. Like, oh my gosh. The braids weren't even neat. Some of them were bigger than others. And something in me said, I can do better. I want to do hair where people will not feel the pain that I'm feeling right now. Like, nobody should feel this. Those are not fucking knotless braids. Those were not braids. Those was box braids. That's what it was. That's what it really was. That's what it was, because it still had a knot. It just also remind me of my childhood, like me braiding the big Bratz doll's head. Like, that was me. That was me in my element. That was me in flow. Just doing the braids. Like, I didn't care about anything else but the braids. And my inner child woke up. I went on YouTube, learned how to do knotless braids, and I practiced every single day at 9 a.m. from 1 to 3 hours. It didn't matter. I practiced every single day. And I first did some braids on myself, some knotless braids on myself. Then one of my coworkers gave me, I got a job by now, but one of my coworkers gave me a mannequin head. And then I also was doing my friend's hair, so she would go to work. We had the same job. She would go to work, and basically she was, excuse me, she was my marketing. She was my walking model. Okay, that gave me so much confidence. I went into a deep dive on YouTube on how to build a braiding business, how to build my brand. I focus on my brand. I focus on Instagram and my why. I didn't have a license. I didn't have any fancy suite. I didn't have a car, but I had freaking purpose. No matter what, I'd had purpose. And you know what? It all came crashing fucking down. Everything went downhill for me. I lost my car. I lost my apartment. I broke up with my boyfriend of 2 years. Like, everything was just, in one moment, I was fucking dying, y'all. I was dying. I moved in with my mom and my sister, which was just a little 2-bedroom apartment, little ass freaking room. And at the time, my sister was in a care facility, so I used that room to take clients. I had a blow bed, and I would literally inflate that shit, put it in the closet, put my covers in the closet, and it would just be my chair in the room with the mirror. I would light candles to make this ghetto ass place feel luxurious. I mean, luxurious. I don't even know. To feel like it was a luxury. Luxurious. Oh my God. To make the appointments feel luxurious. I just did what I could with what I had. And then there's this one woman, she booked an appointment. She was pregnant. I didn't even know she booked. She was so freaking mad. I was at my ex-boyfriend's house at the time. Because we were still broken up, but we were still talking to each other or whatever it is. But I was at his house, and she's blowing out my phone. I'm calling. I'm like, what the hell? When did you book? She booked at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. Who the fuck told me to do that? I definitely quickly changed my settings on my website. But she booked, and she was so mad. She literally threatened me with giving me a bad review. She was like, "You're so unprofessional." I was like, "Can we reschedule to a different day?" She was like, "No, I don't want this." She was so pissed. She said, "I want my refund. I want my refund on my deposit." She was so freaking mad, and I was like, in my head, that's understandable, to be honest. And at first I told her my deposits are non-refundable, but then I was like, Veronica, this is your fault. You need to give her money. Mind you, even though I didn't have anything and I was like clenching my pockets, I still gave her that money because that was a responsible thing to do, although I was down bad. Then I could have just given up because she went crazy on my ass. She went crazy. But I didn't. I still took clients. I still showed up. I still promoted myself on Instagram. I did not give up. Okay? One day, I got a DM from a salon owner in Austin, excuse me, saying she loved my work and she would love to meet up with me. At first, I didn't respond. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any money. How was I supposed to get there? So I called my brother and I told him everything. He was like, go anyway, just listen to what she got to say. So I did. So we met up at a coffee shop. She brought her friend and she was asking me questions like, how long do you braid? How long does it take for you to braid? Can we see your portfolio? Mind you, I ain't had no real portfolio. I just got photos in my phone and my Instagram. So that's what I showed her. And then she invited me to come to her salon and do a model just to test out my skills to see how long I take to see where she would put me in the salon. I did Fulani braids. It took me like 10 to 12 hours. I think it was like almost 12 hours to do the girl's hair. I was anxious. I was nervous. Mind you, I was high as fuck. On top of that, I smoked before I even went there to do the hair. And the girl that was next to me, which is Favor, she turned out to be one of my besties, my best friends. She was going fast as fuck, doing small knotless braids. So I was like, what? Am I even going to get this job? I'm going slow. But guess what? I got the job. She offered me the junior knotless braider position. I'm not even going to say nothing about that. But that's what she offered me. I was making $65K. And with tips, I'll be making $80K a year. I was applying for apartments after apartments and I was getting declined back to back. And knowing me, I only was applying for luxury apartments. I was not, I have very high standards coming from poverty, coming from living on Section 8, coming from living in the fucking ghetto. I know there's people out there living in the ghetto. That's good for you, but that ain't me no more. Baby, I ain't bougie now. I'm sorry. I have very high standards, so I was only applying for luxury apartments, and they declined me. I was not getting them. But you know what? During this time of me waiting for this position, waiting for me to get the job, no, I wasn't waiting to get the job. I was waiting to start because I had to start the next month, which was October. I checked my junk mail out of nowhere, and the one apartment that I wanted, she was like, we'll accept you if you pay a full month's rent for your deposit. A week and a half before I started, I was able to get an apartment that was 10 to 15 minutes away from the salon. And before I even got the apartment, God in the universe made sure I was going to be able to maintain that apartment. So they gave me a job. Gave me a job so I can be able to pay for that apartment. That's when everything changed. So maybe you do need to hit rock bottom, but not because you need to suffer. But because you need to let go of the version of you that was built on survival, okay? Built on people pleasing, built on fitting in and making others happy. Rock bottom doesn't mean you're failing, okay? It means God, the universe, and your higher self is rebuilding you, okay? Rebuilding you for this next life that is meant for you. You only lose what truly is not aligned with you and your future and your journey in this life. So you can finally step into what is. If you're in rock bottom right now, I want you to know this. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. So keep going. Do not stop. Do not give up. Because where you are right now is going to catapult you into the life that you've always deserved, into you getting on you finally finding your purpose that will lead you to a life that you can never imagine. Because I never imagined that I would be a hairstylist making 65 to 80K a year. I did not know I would do that. Little Veronica wished to be a hairstylist, but she knew she wasn't going to be one because of where she came from. But she became one. So you better keep fucking going. Do not give up. Don't you ever give up and give in. And give in to these people that do not live for you. You are living for you. This body is meant for you to live in. This soul came on earth in this body for you to live it, okay? Not for you to live for the next person, not for you to live for what your mama got to say, your daddy got to say, your friends, society. Let that shit the fuck go. Keep going. Keep going. And if this message spoke to you, make sure you subscribe, because I have so much to share to help you on your healing, manifestation, and mindset journey, okay? I love you, and you got this, okay? You got this. You are that fucking girl, and you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can make that shit happen, okay? You have the power to do that. Let go of whoever the fuck that you're trying to keep an image of, because you matter. You and your health matter. You and your journey and your life matter. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but yeah. See you later. I love you. Catch you on the next season. Catch you on the next episode. All right.